So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
And that is a little undercooked. Tomori cuts it out. Batistuta takes a shot! He can get that clear. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ribery crosses. Well, there's the clearance. And it's Ribery. And this is Batistuta. Del Piero is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. David Neres. Oh, played right into his path. Here's... and a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Ribery. He's in a great position here. Milan still without a single shot on target. McTominay gets into some space. Crossed into the box. Oh, well played, well played. Has a shot! Just off target.
His reputation is better than what we've...
He's gone for goal. Now it's Del Piero. Tomori kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He rises! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against. Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Well read, nice interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Costa Curta. Chance, surely! That is decidedly lacking. And it's Davids. Can he get it through? He's a sharp little ball here. And he was alert to it. Ribery. So what can they make of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's David Neres. Neres with the cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking here to chip it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated, but...
Can he finish?
Inter have turned up.
And another try! Straight at the keeper.
Ribery really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told, he knows.
Vieri touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Looking tidy in possession here. There is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Nedved is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's the...
He's having a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Pirlo. Chance here to counter. Davids.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. Rijkaard can get it clear. Van Basten.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's had it taken off him. Tomori makes the interception.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
Can he finish? Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Gullit is the team's great visionary. Now it's Nedved, and that has put paid to that. Davids demonstrating his defensive quality there. Del Piero. Shot could be shapes to shoot! Dispatched clinically. And that takes him up to 30 goals for this side. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, nice touch. Now it's Dumfries. Pirlo did well to emerge with the ball. Ribery! Chance to deliver. Dida claims it. Safe hands. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, delightful ball. And this is Van Basten. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. He's found a way through. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 6, il numero 27, il numero 14.
And this is Batistuta. Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Corner number 2 then. Shevchenko is there and he can get that clear. Well, what about it? Milan have come back from the very brink. Played back in. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Face to face with the keeper.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he skips past his man. McTominay. Is there any support? He might not need it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's shifting through the gears here.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And that's a good ball. And Shevchenko! And that is wildly off target.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Milan have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. No way through. Good ball, good take. He's in a good position here. Rijkaard clears. Deep into stoppage time. And it's Denzel Dumfries. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
All hands on deck for this one. And the keeper beats it away. And we're done. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.